Hello and welcome to the Kilowatt Half Hour, a podcast about the world of EVs brought to you by the team at Electrifying.com.
Hello, and on the show this week, do you know what? We're going to be celebrating you. You, our listeners, and the people that watch us and where you're joining us from in the world. We're also, given the sun has finally made an appearance in the UK, going to be chatting about the best EVs for summer. And of course, all the news that's been happening over the course of the last week. Joining me today, we have Mike and we have Vicky. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad.
Yes, sun's out. We're all happy.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
We had
It's
terrible
summer.
technical problems, but we're now here and we're recording, and the sun's out, and all is good in the world. So what's been going on? What have you been driving, you two? What have you been up to?
Wow.
You go
There's a
ahead.
pause
I've got
there.
nothing to say. No, I've got nothing exciting. Well, I have got something. Well, nothing exciting to say. Vicky, you go first.
Well, I paused because I've been driving something very exciting, but I'm not allowed to tell you what it's like. I can tell you what I drove. So I drove a prototype of the Hyundai Ioniq 3. And that's all I'm going to say. End of. Otherwise, I get all sorts of very angry Hyundai people telling me about embargoes. But yeah, you can look forward to that. Driving impressions early July. So I've spent a lot of my week out with Hyundai. And on the Hyundai note, I also had the Ioniq 6N in for a few days the weekend prior to that, which was absolutely epic. The one I had in was black, and it was like, I don't know, it was like Knight Rider's car, but for 2026. You know, it was so cool. I kind of just wanted it to have all the lights and everything. It looked amazing, and I just want to say,
Amazing.
I mean, yeah, God, we've talked about the N cars so much, and I love them. I just think they're such a fantastic kind of poster child for what you can do with an EV in terms of performance. But it's not just about the performance, because I was driving the 6, and I've thought this about the 5 as well, despite the weight of these cars. The way those cars drive in terms of their damping and the suspension and the steering, they're so brilliant. Actually, the performance to me is kind of far down the priority list after that. It's the fact that they feel like proper performance cars, really intense, but also really livable daily, you know, really beautifully set up. Yeah, they're so proper, and I really, really loved the 6N. I think for my personal life, if I had a choice, I would go for the 5, just because it means I can have all that fun, but also get the dogs in the back when I need to, sort of thing. That's really it. But I mean, yeah, I can absolutely see why you would. It's a great thing.
I haven't driven it yet. Have you driven it, Mike?
No, I haven't. No, and
Right.
as someone who had a normal 5, I really like to get it going in an end. Yeah. You
Okay,
haven't.
this is a note for this week.
Yeah.
We're going to book them in, Mike, and we'll do a swap between the two of us. We'll get a 5 and a 6 in, because I've driven the 5, but it was so long ago. It was before it was even on sale, and it was a pre-production version somewhere in America, and I literally had like 20 minutes in it, and it was raining. So it's kind of not what I don't feel like I've fully experienced. How has that passed me by? Right, Mike, we're on this. We're on this. We're going to sort it out.
Good plan.
Right, like if somebody from Hyundai PR can give us a call straight away, we'll put them in. So what I've been out driving again, something that, I mean, not performance in that way, but I've been out driving the Zeekr 7 GT, which again I can't talk about yet. Depending on when you're listening to this, there may be the first drive live, but driving impressions are under embargo, and I drove the really punchy dual motor version, which is 0 to 62 in 3.3 seconds. And I'm a child of the 90s. The 90s were my decade. Well, I'm not. I just bloody love that decade. I'm not actually a child of the 90s, but that was my, you know, you have a decade where you're just like, oh, this is me. That was my vibe, the 90s. And I was thinking, wow, it's such a crazy speed, that, isn't it? But we're getting so used to throwing these 3.3 seconds around.
Yeah.
And I thought, what were like the poster cars of the 90s? Oh, I know. Let's think. Okay, go on. Come up with some poster cars of the 90s for me, you two, and see if you can guess
Poster cars of the 90s? Oh my God, how long have you got?
But which one I went for? But which one I went for as the comparison?
Oh my goodness. I've gone completely blank. Oh no,
That's okay. That's okay.
On, Mike, help.
It's okay. The orange. I'm giving you orange as a clue.
Lamborghini?
No, it's a rubbish clue. That McLaren, the McLaren F1 hypercar. Okay, so that was like one of the most celebrated supercars of the 90s. And you know what? This dual motor Zeekr GT is quicker than that. Apart from it's got 5 seats, a huge boot, and somewhere to put your shopping, and also the dog.
It's
Which
quicker
is,
than a McLaren F1.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's insane.
It's insane, isn't it? I know. And then, it does. Then it just got me thinking about other things in the 90s. So they've got this this screen in there, which is 35.5 inches, which is 91.7 centimeters for our metric friends who are listening. And that, I thought, again, back to the 90s, so much good stuff in the 90s, Oasis and Blur and Sony Walkmans and Sex in the City and all that kind of stuff. But TVs were not big. And the head-up display in this car is bigger than the average size of a TV in the 90s. So that is how technology is moving on. So there you go. So I've been driving that. That's about all I can say about it, but there will be a video dropping soon. Oh, and I swallowed a fly as well.
I was going to say, did you have anything nice to eat on the launch?
It's awful. Which, thanks to our brilliantly efficient video team, thanks John T, was clipped and up on the internet by the time we got on the flight. I literally mid-flow, a fly flew into my mouth and I swallowed it. So yeah, do you
any
want
repercussions since? I mean, you're still alive now, unless this is a hologram like the Abarth.
I don't think so.
Have you tried swallowing a spider to catch it? Is that what happens next? I don't know. Is it the spider that goes down after the fly and then something goes down after the spider? I don't know. There's a series, isn't there?
God, doesn't it end with an old woman? And I'm definitely not swallowing an old woman. That's for sure. I don't know. Anyway, so if you want a laugh, it's there on the internet. Me swallowing a fly mid-flow caught on camera, which is nice. But I'll tell you more about the Zeekr 7 GT next week. What about you, Mike? What have you been up to?
Well, I can't compete with 3.3. I've got a, don't hate me, I have a black Volkswagen T-Roc petrol on my driveway because my Buzz went in for its 2 recalls, actually. One. And so it's been there for 2 days. I just had a call to say it's ready to come back. But so I've got this loan car. I've got in it manual gearbox.
Oh my
manual
God.
handbrake,
3 pedals,
and a somewhere to put your key. Like a twisty ignition thing. It's a brand new car. But I tell you what, manual gearbox. What an almighty faff! I tell you what, I forgot. The dealership is on a really busy roundabout where you need the kind of reactions of a fighter pilot to spot the gap, right? And so I'd literally just picked this car up. Seats in the wrong position. It's on Kerrang FM. And it's like I turn everything down, and I've got to work out where the clutch bite. I feel like I was when I was 17, learning to drive again. Trying to fire myself across this roundabout with the gap in rush hour in the morning. So yeah, I hate it. It's a horrible. That
sounds awful.
I keep getting into it with my keys in my pocket because we're used to that, aren't we now? But you've got to go and get the keys out of the pocket and turn it. I know this is very much a first world problem, but I can't wait for it to go back.
I know. My son's in the process of, shortly we'll be learning to drive. I think I've talked about this before on the podcast, which is, I'm sure, going to be really traumatic for me. And he wants to learn in a manual. Why? I don't know. But can we get him on? We'll get him on the podcast. We can all try and talk sense into him. He really does. He really does. He's done a little bit of karting and a little bit of and a bit of like track driving in a manual. And I think he thinks it's like a badge of honor. I'm like, it's really not. But anyway, crack on. So yeah, that will be interesting to report back.
Absolutely. Yep. Should we move on to news? Because we have got some big news from BMW. The new i3 orders have opened, I think, early because they've had such massive demand for it. So what they've done is they've brought the launch edition out a bit early. So you're now going to be able to order that in the UK. So it's under £58,000 for the launch edition for the 50 xDrive. With more than 560 miles of range, you're talking, and 0 to 62 in 4.7 seconds. That's not bad value, is it? I don't think that's pretty remarkable. I've not. I haven't seen the i3 actually. Jen, you went out and did it, didn't you? It looks incredible, but
I did the first look video of that, and I did that the full on like just open the curtains and see it for the first time, and I really like the way it looks. I really do. I think BMW are nailing it at the moment. I think they've got this Neue Class design language is looking great. I think it's going to be really interesting. We've got a BMW iX3 long-term coming in, haven't we? And I really want to see like what is that? Can we do the 500 and was it 501? No, that's Volvo's 501, isn't it? It's a 500 miles of range from it. And yeah, they said that the tech stack seems to work really well. The time I've spent in an iX3, because I think you and I were both in one for a few weeks, weren't we, earlier this year? I just thought I thought everything's working brilliantly on it. And again, I found it pretty efficient at the time, but I want to do some longer journeys. But yeah, I think this one, I think the reason, I mean, you can be cynical and say, they just want to get as much money into the coffers as they can. But I think also what happened with the iX3 is they were really taken aback by the orders, weren't they, that came in?
Yeah.
And I suppose they just want to get ahead of it as well. So I guess the interest has been huge.
Absolutely. Apparently, if you are patient enough, then you can wait until a bit later this year, and there will be, I think, a slightly lower spec, of course, but I think prices will start from 53. So it'd be interesting to see sort of final confirmed details of all of that stuff. But I mean, yeah, amazing stuff. I think it's going to sell so well. I can't wait to drive it. So yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Very
and again,
exciting.
We've got that battle. We've got the battle coming up, haven't we? Because Mercedes again, just as it did here's the GLC and here's the iX3, and we've got the Mercedes electric C-Class coming. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. In the meanwhile, anybody seen Audi anywhere? No? No Audis?
No. God, yeah.
Anyway.
What happened to them?
I don't know. Anyway, shall we move on?
Okay.
It's mean.
Are we mean? Are we mean?
Am I being mean? I'm not being mean. I like Audi. I want them to compete. I don't understand what they're doing. I just don't know where the cars are. I mean,
we have got the A2 coming, haven't we? Which is going to be electric, and that is making me very, very exciting. And then we've got all right, yeah. Have you got anything for us, Mike? Let's move on.
Well, one at the other end of the scale. To bring you some light with your shade, we know that the Dacia have made a big announcement that the new spring is coming, and we need to clear some time in the decks to discuss this now because I'm going to give all the facts we know right now. Okay, so you ready? You got pen and paper ready?
Okay. Is it exciting?
Are we being tested on this afterwards? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. It's going to be called the Spring.
Oh,
and that's all. I'm afraid that's all we know. They put a press release out to say the new spring is going to be called the Spring, and it's coming later on this year. And by the way, I think we even worked that second bit out ourselves. But so it's probably like to be sort of at the Paris Motor Show in October. But we know nothing. So Sam has written a fantastic news story where he speculated about all the various things it could be. It could be a kind of a rebadged version of the current car, which is based on the Renault Kwid, which is a sort of cheap car made for emerging markets. The Renault Kwid. It's a KWID.
Sam's making that up. It's KWID. That is not a real thing.
It's quite a cheap old thing built for emerging markets. Yeah.
That's not been built with a Brit market in mind, is it? The Renault Kwid?
Well, I don't think it's really not aimed at us.
It
could be a reworked version of that, but then the current spring is a reworked version of the old one. So it's like Trigger's broom with 3 new heads and 4 new handles. So it has been renewed. So whether or not it might be, Sam speculated also, it might be a different version of the Twingo. I can't see Dacia going to the huge extent of completely redesigning a car on the small platform because it will stop being a very cheap car. So, or whether it takes the form of that Dacia, the Dacia hipster concept that you went to see, Ginny.
Yeah, I hope it
could
does.
be that, which is kind of an in between a K car and a quadricycle and a car, but it's.
I don't know. I wonder if they're going to kind of wait though for K car rules to be firmed up and actually come out with something even smaller. Because I don't know what it feels like. We've been talking about this for about 6 months that there are European K car rules coming down the line. But it's going to be called the Spring. But that is literally all the press release said, didn't it?
Yeah,
it just said there's a new car coming out later on. It's going to be called the Spring. Thanks.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That sort of leads us on nicely to the Honda end, doesn't it? Talking about K cars, which we were going to talk about. Video's gone live. Literally, the Honda SuperN that Lucas did has just gone live, which is well worth a watch. I'm quite intrigued by that car. I think it looks cool. I like the concept. I like the fact that they've deliberately made it fun, but not too fast, etc., etc. I really, really like it. I just worry that people aren't going to buy it. I just don't know. Is it too expensive still at sort of 19 odd grand? I think it's probably still too expensive.
Too expensive.
I think it needs to be 14, 15. It's a bit too, it's too much, isn't it?
I think it does. I think that's the problem is when you look at what you're getting now for that money, you look at Twingo. What would you rather have? I'd have a Twingo.
Well, yeah, me too. We got the Smart 2 coming as well, or #2, I should say. So there is a bit of rivalry in that kind of class, which I'm really pleased about. I think we all of us like little cars. I love K cars. I'm all for that. I love K cars. But it does have to make sense to the consumer. And in the UK, you have to look at some of those things and just think, well, it might make sense in Tokyo, but does this particular car, that's how I feel about the Honda. I really want it to do well because it's cool, but 123 miles of combined range for 19 grand, I don't know.
It's just the Honda E all over again, isn't it?
Little bit.
It is.
Not quite enough range, and
I mean, it's different, but
not cheap enough. You know, like you say, sell it us for 14 grand. You'd have them flying out the door.
Yeah, I hope that Honda proves me wrong, because maybe they'll do some amazing deals. Maybe it'll be super cheap on monthlies. That would be really cool. So if you can get it, Dacia Spring prices on monthlies, maybe that will be a different story. So if they do that, maybe that will sort of change it a bit, because I do think it's a great little car, isn't it? It looks so cool. I'm really looking forward to driving one of those. So yeah, so that's one of the videos that have gone live. What else have we got, Ginny? What else have we got?
We got the Renault Plein Sud has gone live, and I think just and as if by magic, there appeared on the Electrifying website the best EVs for summer, and then also there appeared the sunshine, which has just like not been happening, as we know. So it's just been a beautiful week. So, and it's the Plein Sud. We'll talk about this in the comments later about the correct pronunciation. Mike, you did that one, best EVs for summer.
Yeah,
I love this. I mean, like the video is brilliant, isn't it? Nicola just goes, "Oh, you've all messed up, haven't you? You didn't wait for this one," and it is the one, isn't it? It's the one.
It does look right. It looks very right, doesn't it? There's a nice sort of rear 3/4, sort of slightly high shot of it with the roof all pulled back and everything, and it just looks. It looks great. It looks really good. I don't know why they didn't have that from the start. Presumably it wasn't ready, or they figured you get the early adopters put their orders in, and then the second lot of early adopters of that put their order in. But it does look cracking. It looks like a car it always should have been from the start. But
it's only £1,500 for that roof too, isn't it? Which I think when you sort of spread that over the monthlies, that's quite tempting, isn't it? I think I would.
I'm very fond of well, not my, but I've been running an R4 for a few weeks that I know is being passed on to somebody else now. But I've grown really fond of it. I think fond is a very, it's the word I'm using for that car. I think it's really sweet.
Indeed.
Anything else in the convertibles or cars for summer, Mike? Because I think what was interesting is not that long ago there really wasn't much choice, was there? And there's not a lot of choice, but we're getting there a bit, aren't we?
There's not a lot, and if you want the proper sort of roof down, nothing behind your head kind of thing, then there are really only two options. The Cyberster, which you went on the launch of, you quite enjoyed. Vicky ran one as long-termer and hated, so we're kind of, I'm going to try and be in the lukewarm water between you.
Can I just caveat that by saying the day I drove that, I had a stomach bug, and I spent most of that day pulling over in laybys in Scotland, throwing up in between. So I think, I don't know, and it wasn't the car, it was a very bad, I don't have no idea what it was. So I didn't actually ever drive it at any point really full throttle. I didn't really, because obviously when you're feeling quite sick, that's not a thing, is it? And it wasn't the car making me sick, it was definitely a stomach bug. I liked it. I haven't really driven it since, but I think you liked it less than me, given the fact that was my experience of driving it. I'd probably go with what Vicky thinks than me, to be honest about that one.
Oh, I don't know. It's a really tricky one, the Cyberster, because I just think it's one of those cars that it's just frustrating because it's so close to being really cool and really great and kind of a really important, milestone. It's MG really going out there and making it looks like a Lamborghini. You get people responding to it like it's a supercar.
And I think that's part of the reason why I like it, is I do love how it looks.
Oh, styling's fantastic. Really good job on that. And it's just the fact that I found the infotainment almost unusable. It was just so annoying, and I do think the driving position, like Mike couldn't drive it. He would literally probably not be able to.
I tried.
He just can't do it because there's so little headroom for the driver.
Yeah, you see, it's literally been built for me, that car, hasn't it? It's one of the very few cars that actually was probably why I liked it. Whereas anything by McLaren, I have to put like a little padded seat in as well, like a child's seat, so I can touch the pedals. Literally, McLarens are just not made for me. It's just like, really not. Anyway, but yeah, check that out if you are tempted by convertibles in summer. And also, why is the electric MX-5? I'm just going to say that every podcast. Can somebody make an electric MX-5, please? And can we bring back the pop-up headlights?
That's supposed to be in here like last year, wasn't it? Where's the Boxster gone? It's disappeared.
Where's it gone? What happened? What does anybody?
Hasn't Porsche said that it's delayed it because it's gone back to doing I hate to say it, I think it's doing ICE versions, isn't it? So it's now doing or something. So I think it's had a little rethink, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But hopefully soon for the electric Boxster. Yeah.
Okay.
Leave that there.
Right. Other videos that we have got going out, just we've got the, as said, as we're depending on when you are listening to and watching this, the Zeekr 7 GT first drive, and also Nikki has been out to drive the Mercedes VLE as well. So those are heading onto the channel, and we've got loads of other stuff. If you aren't already, by the way, please do subscribe to the channel, because you should be, because you get some good videos. And also if you're listening on your podcast platform, just follow and drop us a comment and do all of that nice stuff, because that always helps us build the brand, and also the algorithms like it, don't they? Right, who's got a bargain for us? Has anybody got a Barnard's bargain?
Yeah, we've got a comparison. Tom's put up a comparison here between the Renault 5 and the Alpine A290, and he's posing the question here. He said on exactly the same terms, the 5 is £238 a month, and the Alpine A290 is £382 a month, and they're both with deposits of £2,149 for the 5, or £3,442 for the Alpine. So that seems a lot more, doesn't it?
It does seem a lot more, and as you know,
£150 more a month for an Alpine. Is it worth it?
I'd go for the Renault 5 every day of the week.
Yeah,
every day. I mean, I absolutely love the Alpine A290. It is a thing of joy. It is a car that actually does belong in the 90s, I think. I just love it so much. But yeah, no, the Renault 5, that's good, isn't it, on the 5? And is it the one with, so is it Techno Plus?
Techno Plus, yeah.
Still doesn't get the heated seats, that though, doesn't it?
I know, it's really annoying.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. Well, I did miss them in winter. I did.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, let us know. What would you go for? Would you fork out a bit more for the Alpine, or would you save some cash and go for the Renault 5? Got a used one as well, haven't we? A used Abarth 600e. Go on, Mike. Over to you.
I quite like this. I went to drive this on the launch at Bolocco, which is Fiat and Alfa and Stellantis' test track in the middle of nowhere. And but it's fantastic, and it's really kind of been opened up for sort of journalist test driving and that sort of thing. So they got fantastic track. I was really impressed with it, because they're really throwing the kitchen sink at the 600e Abarth. It's got Brembo brakes. It's got all kind of like the who's who of motorsport suppliers that have put bits in it. It's kind of car you look at and you think they're not making anything on this. They certainly won't be making anything on it at the price we've found it, which is 10 grand cheaper than new. So it's a used Abarth 600e, 2025. So last year, 4,800 miles. Wow. And the cash price is 25,500, which I think is probably about right for that car. I think they were trying to sell it for 35, which was rather optimistic for a car with the range that it's got, which is 200 miles. But yeah, I thought it's great. I mean, if you were going on one of those on a PCP for a couple of years, I don't think you'd regret it. It's a really good fun car.
Well, I found a deal on the Abarth 600e, which is expired now, and that was it was 250 quid a month for an Abarth 600e on a sort of, it was like 9 months down and 3 years. It was a standard terms. It was unbelievably good value. Yeah. But that only lasted a few days, and I guess they sold out of the stock they had. But yeah,
they do have them. There was a guy running a park run on Saturday, and he had one, a white one. Yeah. And he said he was paying under £200 a month for it on a PCP. He said, I had to make the decision there and then. It's white. He had no choice on the colour. It was a place in Macclesfield, and they just shipped it down. And 2 days later, he had it. And he just said it's brilliant. So, yeah. But the deal's gone. It's like you say, it's like they just flash, get rid of 20 cars kind of moment, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, good car.
Should we do a welcome to our electric virgin of the week? Because I have a personal welcome to make to Jason, who is an amazing private hire driver who has been picking me up and taking me to airports and all over the place for years and years and years. And he knows what I do for a living. We talk about cars all the time. About 5 years ago, he had to drive me to something in the Midlands. And we were chatting, and he was like, I'll never be able to do this in an electric car. I'll never be able to do this in an electric car. I said, Jason, you mark my words. It was 2021. You mark my words. 5 years' time, there will be the infrastructure that you feel confident in. There will be cars with enough range. There will be, it's like, no, I won't be able to get the luggage in, the boot space and all of that. I said, there will be 5 years. 5 years, pretty much to the month.
Yeah.
He took delivery of his first electric car 2 weeks ago, and he picked me up from Gatwick Airport in it last night after a very delayed flight. I got in at I ended up getting home at I don't know, 3:30 or something. And it was so nice to get into. Any guesses, knowing me as well as you do, the two of you, what car he ended up buying.
I've got, it's got to be an Enyaq, hasn't it? It has to be.
It was an Enyaq. He did.
Really?
He bought a second-hand Enyaq. He spotted it in the electrifying used car listings. He sent it over, sent it around the team. He was like, I really got my eyes on this one, and it was the 82 kilowatt hour, and it's that lovely blue colour. I can't remember the name of that blue colour. That bright blue,
race blue,
and it's got a brown interior.
Nice.
Oh wow!
Cognac sweet interior. You're very nice.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. I felt very fancy in it, and it spun me around the M25 until the roadworks, of course, chucked us off through some random place, and I slept in it because it was lovely and smooth. And he's been in it, I think, like 3 or 4 weeks now. And he said it's working absolutely brilliant. All the stuff he worried about, it's actually fine. He's not done the really big long trip in it yet, but he's not too worried about that at all. I think he's done sort of Bristol and a few places like that, and he's just over the moon. So welcome, Jason. Mark my words, exactly what I said. 5 years to the day you were in one, so that's brilliant.
Excellent.
So. Okay, moving on to other people. We've had loads of comments in, Vic, haven't we, about where people listen from, and we just thought we'd celebrate you all a bit and say hi. Should we go through some?
Go on then. Why don't you start off with the first one? What have we got?
Okay, I will do. So a big hello to all of our electrifiers around the world who have been messaging us to say where you listen from. So we're going to rattle through and just do a welcome to everybody. And if we miss you, let us know. As I said, we always do read the comments. So first of all, going to say hi to Kaseku3. I'm from Turkey, where the Ioniq 3 will be manufactured. Hello, Turkey. This is like Eurovision.
Yeah.
Who else have we got? So we've got at Deb in Nova Scotia. I've got a suspicion where they might be. I'm listening from McKees Mills in New Brunswick, Canada, waiting to hopefully buy an EV3 GT Line Limited within about 9 months. Amazing. I really, really want to go to Canada and spend some time there. I've only visited briefly, but I'd love to go.
Let's get to know Deb in Nova Scotia really well. And maybe Deb will host us all. We can have a team meeting at Deb in Nova Scotia's house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, and I kind of dreaded getting something I can't pronounce, but there we are, straight away. At Missy1 Gonk says, I'm currently listening from a work posting in sunny Akureyri, I'm going to go for, in Iceland. And I'm usually in deepest, darkest Wales, which probably an even less pronounceable name.
It's true, isn't it? So welcome Iceland and welcome Wales as
thanks
well.
for sparing me from the Welsh town name. I'll mess up and offend the entire nation. Yep.
I'm going for the easy pronunciation. At lovely Munich in south of Germany. SN at SNZT778 is watching the podcast from there. Keep it up, guys. BR, it says. Nice. So welcome, Germany.
We've got at Bob Down 6981, Queensland, Australia. Yes. They say if I'd seen Nicola on a plane, I would have given her my business class seat. So there you go.
So I did message Nick to say, what was this about? And she's no idea, but she said, Bob, you are an absolute legend. And she just says thank you. And she really hopes she bumps into you on a plane one day. There we go.
We've got Marcus Alonso 4358 says, of course you have fans in Spain. Did you question it? You must have done. I'm the biggest one of them. Great job, girls. Love the videos. Yeah. And your funny reviews on the web. And of course, never miss the podcast. Keep it up.
Hello, Spain. We're going back to Canada. Dr. Reavers, hi from Canada. Great show. And a couple of pints emojis. So, yeah, thank you, Canada.
Right. I've got a really easy one to pronounce here. So at Prakash Naris Mulu 3332, Johannesburg, South Africa. Hello, South Africa. This is like doing Eurovision. It's great. Yeah. This is great fun.
Oh, okay. So yes, Ricky Bryan. Sorry, I missed the plot here. So
that's all right. No, it's.
So it also helps that Jimmy's changing it in the script as I'm reading.
Sorry, I'm doing it in a live doc. Sorry. We're going to be a quick rattle through the world here, guys. Come on, we're going through the voting.
My eyes had failed for a minute. Ricky Bryan says, I'm listening from Canberra, Australia, the woke capital to the highest EV sales.
Yay, we love Canberra. And Arberidge at Arberidge69, listening from Brest Airport, Sumatan. Bonjour, Arberidge69.
I've got at Voxstar, I might be the Tasmanian viewer. We might have more than one. Kangaroo Island is in South Australia. Again,
so
somewhere
it
else
is.
I'd love to go. So,
My bad. And apparently we're still welcome to come to Tassie, though. Some of the best driving roads going about the place. I haven't been there either. So maybe we could also all come and do a kind of road trip from Voxstar's house and, just visit our audience around the world. Go on, Mike, one for you.
Okay, we've got Chris Q3 4X4E. Chris from the Jurassic Coast in the UK. A neighbour, presumably. There we go. And I always watch you guys on Electrifying. Keep up the usual excellent stuff.
Okay, I'll take this one. At Grizzled HP2. More chaos. Thanks for the fun from the Netherlands. Love the KAH show. My favourite weekly programme on YouTube.
Okay, right, we're carrying on. At Job. Good morning from exotic Cambridgeshire. Hello, Cambridgeshire.
Okay, should we wrap it up now? Shall I wrap it up with the hardest one to pronounce that we've done yet so far, just to show that I'm game for it? At Ayusha Growell 5749. Hello from a small suburb in Chhattisgarh, India, and I know I've got that wrong. Chhattisgarh, India. So please correct me with the right one. But thank you. We could have gone on, and there were absolutely loads more in there, from the snowy mountains, from Australia, from Blackpool, from Portugal, from Poland, from Oregon State in the US. And we actually really love that you join us from around the world. So thank you. We're going to stick with a European theme for this next one, because Nick was talking about the fact she'd been out driving the Plein Sud. And there was lots of discussion about pronunciation around that. So Andre, CJ3EC, messaged in to say, I am a French speaker. Nicola's first attempt to say Plein Sud was quite good. I also have a 17-year-old son named Zachary, which was me. Any pause in moaning is a victory. Just kidding. He's a great kid. They're all great kids, but they moan. I'm with you. Andre. What else do we have on Plein Sud? Anyone?
So we've got at Bay Westy, who says, I'm a French national. Nicola pronounces Plein Sud correctly, but with a Swiss accent, apparently. There you go.
And Chris Townsend says, nice to hear the Renault 4 getting some love. I'm 3 weeks into the first time lease and first time EV in the Renault 4. It's a brilliant car, especially for the money. But for some reason, you never seem to see them on the roads. Plenty of 5s, but no 4s. That's fair enough. I've seen a lot of 5s. I haven't seen that many 4s.
I'm starting to see 4s now. Yeah. I wonder if actually there's been a kind of a shipload of them have come in, because I've seen quite a few on the roads just literally in the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks. So I think possibly they're kind of just getting out there now.
With the 5, because I got quite an early one last year, and it literally was one of those things you didn't see many for what seemed like ages, and people would wave because you just hadn't seen many, and then suddenly they were everywhere. So I suspect, like you said, Vic, it's going to be a shipping thing, and there suddenly will be an influx.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had John Kellett 7797, a Renault 4 iconic owner in Kettering, UK, not Ohio. Still love the fact that you join us from Kettering. Yeah. Still own, though, my 225,000 mile 23-year-old A2, because it still works even if it has only one wiper, much to the annoyance of journalists. I don't know why they'd be annoyed. I think that's amazing.
I was never annoyed with mine.
No. Both are superb examples of European engineering and design. The A2, honestly, I remember my dad had one recently. He changes his cars every 6 months, my dad. I didn't want him to get rid of that. It's a lovely car still, isn't it?
Great. It's great.
It is brilliant, yeah. So clever.
And there's an electric one coming soon.
I know. I can't wait. It's going to be very good. I just hope it lives up to expectations, but fingers crossed. I think it's going to be cool. Right. I think we've got one more, haven't we? At Mr. Stoives, Stoives. Don't know. 2444. Anyway, he says, how fickle is Ginny? Enyaq, Renault 5, now 4. Honestly, it's like you're not allowed to like more than one car, Jen.
I know. Honestly, I mean, Enyaq was still always, the first, and it was like my first husband, and and then the Renault 5 came along. That ran off and left me, and now the 4's consoling me nicely.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to let you take this one.
Okay, we've got one for you to answer. Yeah, we've got one for you to answer. This is directed at you. So, okay, this is from at Worldocars _ LDN. Hi team, do you actually read the comments? I've been chasing this on many podcast comments back in episode 92. Ginny agreed to take up the challenge, and I set her to only use public charging over winter and report back. Could I ask when this feedback is coming, please? Many thanks. Much love. And may the downforce be with you. He's ended on a positive note after telling you off. So you probably promised to run your car. I don't know why you would do this. Promise to run your car entirely on rapid charges in the winter.
Nothing to see. I've gone. Bye.
Well,
So that's everything.
You've got a few months grace, haven't you?
Half hour for this week. Thanks so much for joining us. Okay.
See, you make these off-the-cuff comments, and you've got to stick with them.
I was obviously feeling enthusiastic that day, and I did. Okay, so in my defence, can we just all agree January, February, and March this year were the most insane months for launches and product and traveling and doing stuff that we have ever experienced. Like January's quiet. It wasn't, was it? So I didn't do it. Sorry. And I didn't do it because I was not really here. I was traveling all over the shop. I really was. And I absolutely promise faithfully that I will do it next winter.
You heard that, World of Cars.
We all heard that.
I promise. I promise.
It's legally binding. You realise that. You've said
I know, but it kind of just didn't. And also, I didn't even really drive a car. I was like, literally for those 3 months, the only cars I drove were like not in the UK. So I didn't do it. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Such a letdown. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Alpine cup holders or lack of. Again, from Mr. It's either Mr. Stoives or Mrs. Toives. I don't know which. Said, Jenny, you can get cup holders that clip onto your car door window, suitable for normal cup size. I did not know that was a thing.
How'd that work?
That was my moaning about
it. I know, but it's on your...
I don't know. I'm going to absolutely go on to, Amazon or some other. I'm buying one just so I can report back.
One is going to be delivered. When you close the door, it's just
slams into your head. Knocks you.
Someone hasn't thought that out, have they? No.
I don't know. Go on. What else have we got?
Okay, so what have we got? Okay, so we had from the last podcast at Jack Byron 2149 said from feeling inadequate with the discussion over Jason Momoa. There was some discussion about that on the internal comms at Electrifying, I would add as well, to feeling seen and appreciated as a spreadsheet guy. This podcast is a roller coaster for the ego. We love the spreadsheet guys. We're here for the spreadsheet guys. So we love
it. Honestly, I'm in awe of the spreadsheet guys. I'm also in awe of Jason Momoa. But the spreadsheet guys are brilliant.
And also at Patty the Geek, who's another regular, I think. So, Nicola, where does Henry Cavill land on your yummy scale? Well, look, we'll have to ask her.
I have asked her. I've done it. I did it. I was when I was stuck on a plane last night. I was WhatsApping Nicola while I was stuck at an airport somewhere, and she has said to me, where is it? There we go. Just touched down in Munich. Important question. Thank you so much to Patty for asking that. He's up there, but he's a bit too predictably handsome for me. Not that I'd say no, though. There you go. That's the answer to that. Isn't it? That's the answer to that. We did have chat on the WhatsApp. It was, we did have some internal chat about that.
We did, didn't we? Yes.
We did. The boys pointed out.
It's probably best left there.
The boys pointed out very, absolutely fairly that it was probably not a conversation they could have had on a podcast. And we agreed and we were chastised. So no more Jason Momoa chat to happen again.
Yeah, no, I think we'll stick to cars, shall we? So,
yes.
Mike, what's up next then? What are we?
Okay, this is a question about apps and whether people use them. It's at Taylor43. Hello, ladies from South Oxfordshire. I think it's been a full stop there, shouldn't there? Hello,
I know.
Hello, ladies.
Specifically, two ladies from South Oxfordshire and not two.
I am from South Oxfordshire. That's literally where I am at the moment.
Uses apps but doesn't use full stops. Okay, from South Africa with an EV3 long range, complete with 2 cup holders, just showing off. The app is essential and useful, and I must ensure I unroll at least 50% of the garage charger cable. There's a lot to unpack in that sentence, isn't there? I'm not sure I understand all of it.
Okay, so the app bit was because Nicola and I confessed that we don't really use our apps. And also there was a question in last week about generally asking from somebody who is new to EVs about do they have to unroll charging cable? Is there a method you can run it all?
This is now making sense, yes.
Yeah, okay. and we got the answer. It was specifically about actually an Anderson charger. So we got in touch with Anderson and they said they always would recommend you unravel about 50%. was their official line on that. But yes, sticking with the apps theme, Jimmy Law 7380. I use the app mainly for the digital key. But also in regards to dealership experience, we had a very good experience with Mercedes Smart in Dartford when buying a Smart. Helpful and knowledgeable salespeople, test drive, both myself and my wife, and a very extensive handover. Bravo to Mercedes Smart in Dartford. Let's give you a big cheer for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for them. We've got another one here from Paul Hellier 4518. How do these non-app people defrost their cars in winter? With a scraper. Ooh, how common. I am actually
set your preconditioning and it's all toasty when you get in.
I use the app. I find the app because then you can just literally hit it on the app when you get up in the morning at 2:30 to get to the airport or something insane. Like I did this week, and you just hit the thing and it all warms it up. I use the app a lot on all the cars I get. I do find it quite an important thing. So I'm a big app fan. So I'm on the other side of that argument. It does annoy me when it takes forever to get the app set up. That is frustrating. So if I've only got a car for a few days, but that's it's not really how people use cars, is it? So as soon as I've got a long termer, it's the first thing I do is get the app set up. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah.
Good. And I'm just going to head on now to the secret charging spots that we'd been talking. I think you guys were talking about this in a previous podcast about charging spots that people didn't know. And it was FD ID7 Tourer who'd said he knew a really good one in Cornwall. And we were like, but tell us, you can't just tease us, tell us. And he's messaged back to say the Cornwall charger is at Summer Court, 5 miles northeast of Newquay, hidden in the bus depot car park. Nice, shiny fuse chargers and even cheaper if you have an Electroverse Octopus card. Everyone queues for the MFG chargers outside Newquay, but just 10 minutes up the road, you've got these which are underused and in a nice shady car park. And then we had another tip, didn't we, for free charging? But it comes with a catch because you have to be at Mercedes-Benz World in Weybridge, but they do offer up to 2 hours free charging to visitors using a 22 kilowatt hour chargers. Kilowatt chargers, not hour. That's the programme. Sorry. It was a late night. Go on, who wants to take the unfinalies?
Go on, Mike, you do it.
Okay, at Keith Robshaw 179 says, so you're late. I wanted to watch this before the World Cup started. Gee, it's almost like you don't care about Holland versus Japan. We care deeply about Holland versus
all
Japan.
of it.
We certainly haven't synced our TX schedule with the World Cup schedule, have we? Obviously.
No, but maybe we should do for Sunday. Let's check when this is going out and make sure it doesn't clash with any key matches.
Okay,
we should have thought about that, Mike. Mike and I are the only real official football fans on the Electrifying team, aren't we?
This is true.
So we will keep that.
Okay.
And Philip Taylor 7902 said a nice touch of ASMR to end with at the end of the programme last week, which was just Nick and I saying goodbye because we just kept saying it. And then just for balance, because obviously we're balanced, Dan D AV8 Geek said that outro was annoying. Sorry, Dan.
Nicola, annoying. I mean, I don't know if people know that when we do our tracking shots for the videos that we do, you only see one glorious one that's been shot and nicely edited into it. We have to do these up and bys, which is up and down the road, same bit of road, probably 20, 30 times before Manos or Jonty is happy that they've got the right one. So we often, we take turns, we drive backwards and forwards. And whenever Nicola comes past me, when we pass each other car, she waves like this frantically. and if you don't wave frantically back at her, she gets the hump about it, and it's kind of amusing for the first 2 or 3 times. After about 25 minutes of waving frantically, otherwise she won't talk to you for the rest of the day. So.
She also likes to wind the window down when you pass and pause for a moment. Just go, what are you listening to now? What are you listening to now?
Her energy is unreal. I just
like
don't.
A 6-year-old. Yeah. Anyway.
We love her. Anyway, Dan, you know what's coming now. We're not going to let you get away with this. Are we ready, guys? This is time to say goodbye for this week's episode. Do like, subscribe, follow, leave us a comment, do all the usual stuff. We'll be back next week. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Dan.
Goodbye. See you soon.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, Dan.
Bye, Dan. Thanks for the comment, Dan.
Bye, Dan.